we'll start off with the big one, oil tanks. What do you guys know about oil tanks? They leak, and how expensive are they? Expensive.
Nobody wants to buy a home with an oil tank.
Yeah, no, and this is why, because you have the tank can leak and it can get into the water supply, and then we get the EPA involved, and then it's a major issue to have to clean it up. And so this was actually a real picture from an inspection I had done, where they said that the tank was pooled, and they pointed right there to that spot and said, hey, we pulled out the tank. You guys don't have to do a tank sweep. Don't worry about it. But that to me, it just didn't look like they dug up enough of the ground or whatever to remove the tank. So I said, let's just do the tank sweep anyway. So I can actually click on this and it should open up.
How's the sound on there?
I think it comes out of the TV.
Okay.
So this was actual footage from that one.
There we go. I'll do tank sweep. And I actually wanted to show you an instance where we were told that the oil tank was actually removed from the property, and they were even pointed right here to this spot. You know, they said, hey, the tank was pulled out. So when I actually scanned, so we still recommended to do the oil tank sweep anyway, which sounds crazy. But I'll tell you why it's not crazy. Because right there, the tank is still there. We were told it was pulled out.
So,
And I don't think anybody did that on purpose.
so we'll just leave it right there. So you don't have to watch the whole video, but that happens a lot. Basically, people will think they pulled the tank out. Maybe they wish they pulled the tank out. And I don't think this guy was lying, but you can actually do something called decommission a tank, which means you keep it in the ground and they just pump the oil out of it, fill the tank with sand, but the tank is still there. And some people will still not buy the property, even if the tank is there, because there still could be contamination. So again, this is what I say, you can trust the people, but verify with your own eyes. Do your own tank sweeps, because this just happened again on another property. It was a fix and flip. They had another guy do a tank sweep, which is crazy, and there was still a tank there. Somehow the guy doing the tank sweep missed that tank. So
how much would it have cost them if they?
It could be over $10,000 to $20,000. Yeah. So typical, it's like at least 10,000. That's like the most common.
And how much is it to check if you have an oil tank?
To do a scan, I charge $250 on its own, and then if you get it with the home inspection, it's like $195. So it's definitely worth just like verifying, because it happens too many times that
So
we see this.
You spend a couple of $100 and you save yourself $20,000.
But they did that too, and the guy missed it too. So it's like you need a really good company who's going to do it. So you just need to know who you're doing. This was another example. Actually, that's actually an oil tank right there, where I have the pole sticking out of the ground, right there. So you can't even, sometimes you can't even see this. So this is actually another video I could show you real quick, where I actually use the pole to make contact with the tank. I don't know if there's a way to fast forward this.
We're in East Orange doing an oil tank sweep. So behind me is actually where an oil tank is sitting underground right now. And if you don't know the clues to look for, it can definitely be easy to miss something like this. Currently, the property is being renovated. I'm not sure that the current owner is even aware.
I'm doing work in the property right now.
I'm going to give you guys a quick tour around the property and show you that I picked up on and how I confirmed the oil tank is still here. So the oil tank was over here on the left side of the property, right next to the porch, kind of hidden. So I was actually I found the fill pipe here. So anytime you have like a pipe sticking out of the ground like this, I would definitely be concerned. So after I gave it a quick scan with my metal detector, I found a spot that would be good to hit it, to tap the tank. And you can actually hear the tank reverberating.
So for sure there's a tank.
There's a metal tank under there.
So that just gives you an example.